Well, let's now get into matters technology as we speak about the Internet of Devices as well as artificial intelligence. Well, this afternoon I'm joined by Kellington Kituku, who is the Senior Account Executive in charge of enterprise business at Microsoft. Thanks for making time for us.
Thank you, Bonabi.
And Kellington, Kenya is at a very crucial stage right now where we are seeing a lot of innovations coming to the market, but we are not seeing conversions, especially when it comes to corporates having a stake, especially when you look at the end products that are hitting the market. How is Microsoft perhaps partnering with young innovators, with developers and inventors?
Thank you very much for that question, Abi. So when you think about some of the products which most of the younger entrepreneurs are bringing into the market, what we are doing and working with them through various initiatives is how do we bring them on board and help them in terms of understanding how do you land your product in the market? How do you ensure that you have first-class type of solutions out there in the market that serve various needs? Sure. So the key things around how we help them around skills, go-to-market, become very, very important. And looking at what you're talking about today is the amount of resources we have that are available to them and to everyone at large in terms of being able to go online and be able to learn. Some of these exist in some of our platforms, such as aischool.microsoft.com, iotschool.microsoft.com, where they're actually able to go in and be able to learn more about how to make their solutions better, leveraging these new technologies.
Speaking about leveraging on these new technologies, Microsoft has been advocating for an accelerated digital transformation. From your assessment, Kituku, how are we performing as a country and as a region?
So Kenya as a country and definitely as a leader within the region, digital transformation has been really at the key of most of the transformation, most of the organizations that we have in Kenya. When you look at some of the products that we are able to lead with. So when we, from a Microsoft perspective, talk about digital transformation, we start to think about how do we enable our customers to engage their customers and end users. So look at customers such as Safaricom, how they've really enabled you from an M-Pesa perspective, which has gone on to be a phenomenon across the world. How do you enable organizations to improve how they do their operations? And you can see digital transformation and technology becoming at the center of this. So these other bits around how do you look at how they transform the products and services they provide. So that's how we look at digital transformation. And I must say that Kenya is really at the forefront in terms of these particular initiatives across East Africa, if not the larger Africa.
So what are you seeing in the horizon now that you're seeing already a lot of interest, a lot of appetite, where Kenyans are really keen on coming on board this very noble initiatives?
So what I see in the horizon is mostly when you look at the new technology such as Internet of Things and artificial intelligence, I see a lot of jobs for the youth. You realize that given that these technologies are very new in the market right now, so the West does not have the typical advantage they would have on us. So we have very bright young men who are able to take advantage of these types of solutions to actually to be able to build new solutions. So I was actually reading earlier on today where we have in Western Kenya, in Nyanza, so where we have some young men who are using Internet of Things to enhance how they do fish farming, where they take these devices to monitor the temperature and the alkalinity of the water. And they've built an application that's even able to notify the farmers who do fish pond farming at what time they should actually be able to feed the fish. So these types of innovations actually I see a lot of jobs for the youth out there going forward. Improved services when you start to leverage things like artificial intelligence to be able to provide services to your customers. So it's really a very bright future for the young people in Kenya.
All right. We definitely look forward to this bright and amazing future ahead. Thank you so much, Kellington.
Thank you, Bonabi.
We appreciate your time.
Same here.
Well, we've been speaking there to Kellington Kituku, who heads the Enterprise Business Unit at Microsoft, and is quite optimistic that a lot of innovations will be developed in Kenya and in Africa, and the focus will be the Internet of Things, and all this will be anchored on artificial intelligence. Well, don't go too far. We still have much more coming up on the other side of the break.